For fans of Antimatter Games, developers of Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, the upcoming but now cancelled IGI Origins, and 83, which was the Cold War gone hot, massive scale FPS, you'd know that earlier this year, the studio, Antimatter Games, was closed by their parent company, EG7, thus ending development on both IGI Origins and 83. This was a huge disappointment to me, and I released a video detailing the studio shutdown in which a lot of you guys claimed in the comments that you were devastated and heartbroken to see a studio like Antimatter Games get shuttered the way that they have. These guys have been releasing solid fucking games for years now in the FPS space, and to see them just kind of thrown to the wolves by an investment parent company was a tragedy. Well, we have a new studio taking up the reins of 83, and you're never going to guess how this all went down. My name is BigfryTV. I have all of the details here, but before we get into all that, I'm doing another collaboration with BenQ Mobius to give away a $700 monitor. It's a 32-inch 4K IPS 144Hz gaming monitor, and if you guys don't know, we've been giving away thousands of dollars in monitors this year to my North American audience. So if you're in North America, click the link down below to enter the giveaway with features like HDRI for better color tones, light tuners that equalize the whites and blacks within your picture, and sound powered by Trevolo speakers. These monitors are higher quality than the rest. Check out their entire lineup down below, and if you're in the market for a new monitor, you can't go wrong with BenQ. Leave a like on the video, subscribe for everything FPS. My name is BigfryTV. Let's get into it. Okay, so the article from PC Gamer, the headline is Alt History Multiplayer FPS 83 is back from the dead under a new studio, and they're looking for testers. So if you guys don't know, 83 was a Cold War gone hot, like massive scale FPS being developed by Antimatter Games, the guys behind Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. They announced it, they were doing devlogs and all of that, and then they shelved it in lieu of creating another game called IGI Origins. And as we know from a video that I released earlier this year, EG7, which was an investment firm that purchased Antimatter Games, they shut down Antimatter Games. IGI Origin canceled, Antimatter Games shuttered, Rising Storm 2 Vietnam developers gone. But now we have a studio named Blue Dot Games who announced on their Discord earlier this week that it's looking for playtesters for a pre-alpha build of 83. Who is Blue Dot Games? They randomly have the 83 IP and they're bringing it back from the dead. Now, this is such a cool fucking story. Blue Dot Games was founded earlier this year by Tony Gilliam, who also founded Antimatter Games way back in 2013. He left the studio at the end of 2014 ahead of the release of Rising Storm 2 Vietnam. But he apparently told the author of this article that he's kept up with the company's activities since then. And he's quoted by saying, "When I heard that Antimatter Games was due to be shuttered, I started reaching out to former colleagues and others within Antimatter Games about the possibility of doing a deal with their owners, EG7. It was one of their staff, Chris Rickard, who is now the co-director at Blue Dot Games, who mentioned the possibility of doing a deal with EG7. At this point, Blue Dot has a letter of intent to acquire the rights to make the game and is now finalizing the terms of that deal, which grants the studio access to a significant amount of assets and the use of everything that was previously developed for the game." So basically, the original Antimatter founder who left the studio very early on has now swung back in, purchased the rights to 83 and all development assets, and is now most likely reaching out to former AMG staff to basically bring them into this new studio, say, fuck the owners, we're doing it independently, and we're gonna do it right. Blue Dot is also bringing on more developers to work on the project. It already has senior people in all key areas: code, level design, art, and animations, and is also pretty far along in negotiations with several of the key senior people involved in 83. This is such a cool story, watching, you know, the original founder leave a company and then come back, swing in, and just be the savior for this game that I think a lot of you guys, as well as me, have been anticipating for quite a while. Now, in regards to IGI Origins, which was another game that I'm interested in, but I didn't want to see it take over development of 83, if that makes sense, apparently it's not on the table. The deal was to get permission to use the 83 IP. We were only interested in this particular IP rather than IGI, as the people involved have been making this kind of game since we were modders of Red Orchestra back in 2007. Now, at the time of this posting, there was a sign up on the website. You join their Discord, you apply there, and apparently applications have been temporarily paused while we process those received so far. Thanks for the amazing response. So they were inundated with applications to playtest 83, and it's pretty cool, man. There is no longer a parent owner company on, I would say, Antimatter Games, but now it's Blue Dot Games, and they now have free will, all of the assets, everything involved in the development of 83, and they're going about it on their own. Now, I don't know if there's going to be a follow-up with some sort of crowdfunding or anything like that. I'm not sure what their plans are there, but I'm very interested in following the development of 83. Now, this is our first official response with all of this stuff going on. I'm waiting for a video to come out or an actual statement. I'm going to keep you guys in the loop with everything that goes on with this title, but this has me super fucking excited. If there is anything in this industry that I would love to champion, that is that independent ownership, saying fuck publishers, fuck these investment companies coming in and ruining the games that we have fallen in love with over the years. And now we have a chance to actually support developers who are doing it right. Granted, it is a huge risk, and I don't know how it's going to turn out, but this is very, very cool. Let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this whole Blue Dot Games Antimatter situation. As always, my name is Big Fry. Leave a like on the video and subscribe for everything FPS, and I'll see you on the next one.